All right, Dylan, let's do some burger reviews. Now, I normally say that burgers are how we know God loves us. In this instance, though, it may be evidence of God's hatred toward us. We're doing Burger King and we're doing McDonald's today. It was kind of inevitable that this would happen. We do need to kind of set the bar right because everybody kind of knows how these burgers taste. And then when I go try these small places in Utah, everybody kind of needs to know what my baseline is. So that's what we're doing today, is really the baseline. Okay, we're gonna do a little versus as well. We're gonna see which one I prefer, McDonald's or Burger King. I gotta tell you, I have not eaten a burger from Burger King in probably 15 years, and it's probably been, I was trying to think about this in the car. It has been years since I've eaten McDonald's. So one of the things that my wife does is she will force us to go to McDonald's in whatever country we're vacationing in, okay? So if we go to Italy, we have to eat there at least once. If we go to England, we gotta eat there at least once. I think the last time I had McDonald's was in France. And France is McDonald's second biggest market, if you can imagine that. Their food though, the worst McDonald's on the entire world is in France. It is absolutely horrendous. So I think that's the last time I had a burger was there in France. But okay, let's get this thing going. Okay, so we have the Quarter Pounder with cheese. Everyone knows what this, what this looks like. Oh my goodness. All right. This is so scary. Okay. All right, let's try this thing. It tastes like they use frozen beef that they shipped in from New Zealand, which is actually where this goes. So you can see the inside of that. It's very standard, very much tastes like my childhood in Alaska. We get these all the time. I gotta admit though, that pickle is still not bad. McDonald's pickle is really not that bad. That bun, extraordinarily white, super duper processed. I don't know if you've ever seen those photos on the internet. They let McDonald's cheeseburgers sit for like 4 years and it looks exactly the same. That's what this looks like. Like they just bleached everything out of it and it can't possibly change color no matter how long it sits around. The meat has no flavor in it. There's that kind of spongy quality to the meat as well that's really weird. And it has the ketchup on there, which I'm not a big fan of, but boy, this one's rough. Okay, so if 5 is meh, 6 is okay, 7's good, 4 is like, no, this doesn't taste good. So that's like a 4.5 for me. Yeah, it's a 4.5 for me, the Quarter Pounder. Okay. Okay, all right, now that we have that out of the way, we can get to the Whopper. So let's do this. I haven't had, like I said, I haven't had a burger from Burger King in 15 years. So the first thing I notice about this is that it's significantly larger in kind of overall size than the Quarter Pounder with cheese, okay? The buns look exactly the same, exactly the same. It's like they had the same people manufacture the buns, but just in a slightly different size. Okay. This has that kind of flame grill thing in there. They're liars, that's not what they actually do. So this has mayonnaise on it, so this might be a little bit better. Let's see how this works. If you can imagine, the beef in this is actually less tasty than the beef in the Quarter Pounder with cheese. Like, it tastes like nothing. I like the mayonnaise. I gotta admit, I've always thought that was a really bright move on Burger King's part, was to put mayonnaise in it instead of that like gnarly mustard that they put on the Quarter Pounder. Pickle's not as good on here. Overall though, almost all the condiments, the exception of the pickle, which is slightly not quite as good at McDonald's, but all of the condiments are better on the Whopper. The beef is inferior, and the buns, like I said, it's just white. Like it's a freaking albino, like blonde girl right there. That's insane. It's exactly the same. Yeah, that tastes exactly the same. Sorry, my brain cells are like dying off. rather than consuming this. And you know, at first thought, I thought, wow, that's significantly better than the Quarter Pounder. And then the more I eat it, it's not really. So, I mean, it is better simply because the condiments are superior and they put mayonnaise on it, which makes it better. So, but by better, I'm talking nominally, it's like a 4.7 as opposed to a 4.5. So McDonald's, or I'm sorry, Burger King, your Whopper is slightly better than the garbage that is the Quarter Pounder with cheese. So there you go. Good work on being around for 50 years and perfecting your recipe there. All right, I am going to stop this this torture right now. Please, for the love of heaven, help me get these tastes out of my mouth and give me places to go here in Utah that make far superior burgers than this. Please drop it in the comments. I will go anywhere at this point. So I appreciate you watching this. We'll see you next time. I'm out.